Hi, this is Jeffrey Rhodes, experimentalhomesteader.com, and I have installed this product that we received for free or at a reduced price for our honest opinions. All opinions are our own, and this is a 50-inch wall mount electric fireplace uh, from Ivation. Um, it's a glass electric fireplace with a built-in 1500 watt heater, realistic LED flame, uh, comes with mounting hardware and remote control. Uh, so this is the instruction sheet for it, and I have the mounting hardware in here as well. I did not use this mounting hardware. Uh, we ran into the issue of we have plaster on top of the drywall, and so our walls are a little extra thick, and the screws that came with this for mounting purposes are a little on the short side as far as our walls are concerned. Um, so, it does come with, a number of screws. It comes with the anchors for the drywall, and it does have in the instructions, it explains how to either mount it into 3 studs in your wall or 2 studs and use the drywall anchors in the drywall. I went with an overkill situation, and I bought 3-inch lag bolts to put into the studs, and then I also bought toggles to put through the drywall. Um, it's a little overkill, but I wanted to make sure that since this does weigh almost 60 pounds, that it wasn't going to move and come off the wall. The bracket is mounted to the wall, and then the fireplace hangs off the bracket, and there are screws on each end of the bracket to hold the bracket onto the fireplace box on the back. So it's a very nice anchoring system or mounting system. And there is also the remote for this. There's an on-off button, which there's actually a large on-off switch at the top of the back, and then there's also an on-off button. The main power switch is the big switch at the top. You turn it on, and then you have access to an on-off via the remote or from the control panel on the side. And you can turn it on and off that way, but the main power switch you leave on, that way it'll function. The on-off button is at the top of the remote. Then you have a timer and your heater, and then these buttons here control your flame levels. I have this at the lowest setting at the moment. There are 5 levels. This is the up button, so we're going to push this. There's 1, 2, so that's actually the 3rd setting, the 4th setting, and there's the maximum display. Looks really nice. I like it. The heat, you push the button and it'll turn on the heater. I actually hit the button twice. There's actually 2 settings to the heater. There's a 750 watt version and a 1500 watt version of it. So once you turn it on, and that's what it sounds like. That's with the heat coming out of the top. There's a vent right up here, and it blows the hot air out. I push it again, and it'll shut off. The fan will run for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but a short amount of time to cool it off. The timer, you can set it for half-hour increments up to 7.5 hours. And basically, once you've set your timer, it'll show the display for however long you set it, up to 7.5 hours, and then it'll automatically shut off, which is a nice feature. We've used it a couple times already, setting it for a couple hours. I crawl into bed, I've got a nice fireplace going, and it shuts off after I'm asleep. So it's very nice. I'm enjoying it. The remote is actually pretty simple to use. The fireplace The controls on the side of the fireplace are really easy to use. One thing to note also, this does require 2 people when you're mounting it. It only takes 1 person to put the bracket up, but to actually get this up onto the bracket and installed really takes 2 people because it is heavy enough that and it would be very awkward to try and lift this without 2 people, 1 on each side of it. Because this is glass, so it's not designed for you to lift via this. You need to lift by the control box in the back. It actually has handles for lifting, so it really does take 2 people, but it is fairly simple to install. So thank you and have a great night. Hi, this is Jeffrey Rhodes, experimentalhomesteader.com, and I have installed this product that we received for free or at a reduced price for our honest opinions. All opinions are our own, and this is a 50-inch wall mount electric fireplace from Ivation. It's a glass electric fireplace with a built-in 1500 watt heater, realistic LED